So those were some long lists. When you, as a teacher, are trying to assess students using those suggestions, it's really helpful to create a rubric that contains no more than like three of those bulleted suggestions and use your rubric to conduct like in the moment, in class assessments so that you can easily track what students are succeeding on and what they need to work on. That allows you to make adjustments on your instruction. Also, students should be asked to self-assess themselves using similar rubrics and really be able to like look at your rubrics and understand what they're being assessed on. Here's a quick example of a rubric or monitoring chart for each ELL that's in this classroom. So it's got the stages, the tasks that the student is being assessed on, and whether or not the student is observed being successful in those tasks. A few last reminders. Remember that memorization doesn't equal understanding. You might have a student who is able to memorize a fair amount of information and regurgitate it, but that doesn't really mean that they understand the information. So try to design your assessments so that students can't just memorize and regurgitate information without full understanding. You're always wanting to focus on the growth of your ELLs, not comparing them to their native English classmates. Some reminders for putting it all together to create an effective instruction. As a teacher, you're going to want to determine your English proficiency of your ELLs so that you can match your unit and lesson objectives, both your content objectives and your language objectives, to the student level of proficiency. You want to provide authentic and compelling tasks that connect with their background knowledge, make it relevant to their culture, something that's interesting for them. You want to support your instruction with charts, diagrams, and graphics, and match your activities that students are doing in class to the appropriate level of proficiency. You can't ask a student to do something that is out of their level of understanding, or they're just going to get frustrated. You want to provide multiple in-class practice activities that are similar to what you're going to ask students to do on their homework.